Hi everyone, my name is Marie Kiefer, and I will be doing my risk assessment over benzene. So, benzene is a common industrial chemical with significant health effects. What is benzene? Benzene is a volatile organic compound, or VOC, that's widely used in industry but can also be hazardous to human health. It's a colorless liquid with a sweet odor and evaporates easily into the air. Use and exposure. Benzene has many industrial uses. It's commonly used as a solvent and in the production of things like plastics, synthetic fibers, rubbers, dyes, detergents, and pesticides. It's also a key component of gasoline. People can be exposed to benzene in workplaces where it's manufactured or used through environmental contamination from things like car emissions or industrial spills, and even from cigarette smoke. The routes of exposure. The main ways we're exposed to benzene are through inhalation, oral ingestion, or dermal contact. For today's discussion, I'll focus on inhalation as the primary route of exposure. This happens when benzene vapors are breathed in either in occupational settings or environmental exposures. How benzene moves through the body. Once inhaled, benzene is quickly absorbed into the body through the lungs. Then it travels through the bloodstream and distributes itself widely, especially in fatty tissues because it has a high affinity for fat. Benzene is metabolized by the liver through an enzyme system called cytochrome P450, converting it into harmful byproducts like benzene oxide and phenol. These byproducts are then excreted mainly through the urine, although small amounts can be exhaled. The toxic effects. Benzene has many serious toxic effects. For example, it impacts the nervous system, causing symptoms like dizziness, headaches, confusion, and even unconsciousness with acute exposure. It's also linked to hematologic effects like bone marrow suppression, leading to diseases such as leukemia or aplastic anemia. Evidence shows that benzene can cause reproductive and developmental toxicity, affecting pregnancy outcomes and birth weights. Finally, benzene is genotoxic, meaning it can interact with our DNA and lead to mutations. So benzene is very dangerous to human health, especially when exposure is prolonged or repeated. So are there safer alternatives? Solvents like acetone, butanol, propanol, and glycerol all have biorenewable options which do not produce harmful byproducts such as benzene. Safe use levels. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration sets safety standards for benzene. They recommend a permissible exposure limit of 1 ppm over an 8-hour workday. The National Institution for Occupational Safety and Health recommends even lower exposure at 0.1 ppm. The Environmental Protection Agency has established a safe drinking water limit of just 0.005 mg. These levels are important benchmarks to ensure safe exposure and prevent harmful health effects. In conclusion, benzene is a widely used industrial chemical that poses serious health risks, especially through inhalation. Understanding how it enters our bodies, the toxic effects it causes, and the standards for safe exposure is crucial for protecting both workers and the general public. Always be aware of potential risk in your environment. And thanks for watching.